Well, she gave up a career as a Hollywood actress to become a broadcast journalist. She's very controversial because of her choice and the reaction to it. And throughout it all, Andrea Thompson tried to silence her critics. In tonight's special assignment, 10 at 10's Dan Weintraub brings you Andrea's story.
There's an unwritten rule in this business. Reporters tell news. They are not the news themselves. But when you're a former actress now working in a newsroom, it's hard not to make headlines. Tonight, Andrea Thompson speaks candidly about her time here, why she's going to CNN, and about those nude photos that have popped up on the internet.
I think as the older I've gotten, the more I've valued following my heart.
Following her heart led former actress and model Andrea Thompson to Albuquerque and to a job reporting local news. The job involves being on television, a medium Thompson is used to, but this is a world away from Hollywood.
I never really had an appreciation for what reporters and anchors do, and that's really a credit to the profession because you guys all make it look so good.
She quickly got that appreciation in the form of on-the-job training, something she likes to call sink or swim. She'll be the first to admit her early work was very rough. Andrea says she was fighting for her life just to catch up. But now, a year later, many of her co-workers describe her as aggressive, a go-getter, a member of the news team. Others have another view, seeing her as willing to learn, but using New Mexico only as a stepping stone.
I'm in a very privileged position. I get to skip a lot of steps, but for that, you know, I've got to pay that price, and I think it's the price I'm paying now.
The price is a costly one.
I expected a certain amount of resistance, you know, and I understand it too. And there are some people who are very angry out there, and you know, they have my sympathies.
Thompson expected opposition to her new career choice, but not the attacks.
I mean, I've gotten some emails that say, you know, if you had a shred of integrity, you would turn down the job at CNN. You know, how likely is that? No.
Andrea Thompson is now in a position where many more seasoned journalists would like to find themselves. The cable news network has hired her to anchor CNN headline news. Ratings have slipped at CNN, and its new boss is going after marquee names to boost the network.
About the emphasis has been on ratings above all else, and so I'm sure that's exactly why they have me coming.
Many critics have lambasted not only the network for its decision, but Thompson as well for what they see as the blurring of news and entertainment.
Absolutely. Absolutely, but I think that happened long before I came along.
Recently, fired CNN workers have posted information on the internet about Thompson's former career that could be considered scandalous, including nude photos and still frames from an Italian erotic movie.
This was not some secret. Nobody did an incredible piece of investigative reporting here. This was a known commodity. As far as I was concerned, it was a given. I did my job, and I did it well.
Thompson will not apologize for the choices made in her former career, but the attention on it does bother her.
The one thing I didn't like about it all was that it reduced my entire 20-year career to a couple of moments, and not the most important moments.
Thompson realizes that, yes, she still is a celebrity, but is grounded enough to know that won't save her.
The fact of the matter is, if I don't do a good job, if I don't perform, and if the ratings don't go up, I'll be out of that chair too.
As for her time in the Duke City and at KRQE News 13, she says it's been a great on-the-job education.
It's been phenomenal to be here because I've gotten to see all different aspects of news and work with a group of professionals who know what they're doing.
Kind of lucky.
Very lucky. Very lucky. And believe me, I know it.
Andrea Thompson told me that when she goes home at the end of the day after working on stories that help people, it's with a sense of satisfaction that she was never able to get as an actress.
All right, thank you very much, Dan. Andrea's last day at KRQE News 13 is tomorrow, Friday. Look for her final report on 10 at 10. In a follow-up to a report that we first told you about last June, we're going to test a product that claims to protect your home from the destruction of wildfires. Now, to bring you that test, let's go directly to 10 at 10 reporter Andrea Thompson live in Northwest Albuquerque tonight. Andrea.
Thanks. Well, what we've done is we've coated this little playhouse donated to us by Home Depot with a thin coat of the Barricade fire blocking gel. And now our firefighters Chris and Laura are going to do the honors here and torch this baby. We'll see if it burns. Now, according to the manufacturer of this product, it should last for up till 30 hours until the fire danger passes. Now, the product is made up of polymers that hold up to 400 times their own weight in water. So it creates a nice barrier between your home and the flames. So how are we doing so far, guys? Okay. Keep lighting it up. Well, the straw's burning real well, but the house doesn't seem to be catching on fire. Can you bring it around to the front here? Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Well, our structure seems to be holding up so far. If you'll check back with us later in the broadcast, we'll see if this product does everything it claims to do. Back to you.
Okay, we're going to keep checking in with Andrea to see how the gel is holding up. Now, for additional information on Barricade Gel, simply log on to our website at KRQE.com.
A little role reversal for those firefighters out there.
Right now, we want to go back to KRQE 10 at 10's Andrea Thompson. She's live at the Fire Training Academy to see how that firefighting gel is holding up at this moment. Andrea, any signs that this fire-resistant gel is starting to fail?
Well, I'll tell you, it's doing pretty well. We got some minor scorching along the side of the house here, but the structure itself does not appear to be catching on fire. Now, the firefighter who created this stuff says the reason is polymers. They're super absorbent molecules similar to the stuff in Pampers that keeps kids dry. Now, a wildfire can move at 30 miles per hour and temperatures can exceed 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit, endangering everything in the path of the flames, including homes, families, and firefighters. Now, one resident of the East Mountains swears by the stuff, especially since he lives in a heavily wooded area.
We keep on hand 5 gallons of gel that attaches to your regular water hose, garden hose, and it's been proposed that the people that have this could leave it parked on their front porch or on their driveway if they don't want to do it themselves. When the firefighters come up, they see it there, they immediately can hook it up to the fire hoses and start covering the house.
I got ashes all over me. Now, the guy who created this stuff actually coats his hand with it and then applies a blowtorch to his hand. Now, I wouldn't recommend that at home, and I'm not feeling that adventurous. So what our firefighters are doing is they're going to apply the blowtorch directly to the house and see if we can get this house to catch on fire. Okay, how's it going, guys? Now, this gel is supposed to last up to 30 hours, enough for any wildfire danger to pass. Gil Stefan from the fire department tells us that generally wildfires take 10 to 15 minutes to pass through an area. So if this stuff actually lasts for 30 hours, you're going to be safe. Now, we got a little bit of burning on the side of the house there. Okay. That's the first we've had of this. But that's with a blowtorch at probably 2,500 degrees applied directly to the wood. Okay. Well, that's about enough of my little science experiment. Why don't you come back to us later in the broadcast and we'll show you how to clean this mess up.
Yeah, still all in all, Andrea, it looks like pretty promising stuff.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. For additional information on Barricade Gel, as I mentioned, log on to our website at KRQE.com.
That's pretty impressive.
All right, now to check back with 10 at 10 reporter Andrea Thompson and the amazing fire gel that we've been testing all night. Now, Andrea, are you still trying to torch that playhouse right behind you, or what's the deal?
No, Art, we've given up on that. We've started to tackle the cleanup. We had the firefighters hose the little playhouse down. Now, there's 2 methods of removing this stuff. You can hose it down. It comes off with water. It's environmentally friendly and non-toxic. Or you can just let it dry and it'll blow away in a couple of days. Now, the firefighters that we've had here with us this evening tell us that they really wish that they would have had some of this stuff during the Los Alamos fires. Only takes about 4 gallons of this stuff mixed with water from your garden hose to cover a 2-story house at a price of only $150. So thank you very much for letting me play Pyromaniac, and I'll throw it back to you.
All right, Andrea, thanks very much, and good luck, because I know that this is her last night here at KRQE.
That's right.
Yeah.
We wish her the best, and also we wanted to let you know that the reason that we burned this house tonight was because of the anniversary of the Cerro Los Grandes fire.
Yeah, the Cerro Grande fire, that's right. So, all right.
Thanks for joining us this evening.
Have yourselves a pleasant weekend. We'll see you back here Monday. Good night.